All praises to Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shaka Krakadash. Praise your holy name. We like to give double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, on down to the youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. America, a ticking time bomb ready to explode. Yes, yes, yes. We heard Donald Trump today announce that, he's ready to open back up America, But we know the real. Protesters, they are happening. People are speaking out. The people are tired of it. People are pushing back. They need your compliance to make this happen. Because what you think, what you believe influence the way you act, who you are and what you are, and not willing to accept. You can end this by going outside, and people are going to get tired and go outside. That's what they think they can, end it by going outside. And that's when they're going to turn it up a notch and put the 5G killers to work. They're going to be turned up, and people going to get crazy and start fighting each other, race riots, So they want you to get crazy so they can get crazy also. Yes. When the drugs run out. What happens when the dope fiends run out of dope? The dope man don't got no more drugs to sell, and it's a drought on dope. And these dope fiends want they fix. Second Amendment rights. The law could change any time. Get your concealed carry permit. U.S. Concealed Online, the #1 concealed carrier certification. That's what they sent me in my email today. So Esau, he armed and ready. He got his concealed, weapon. He ready to set it off. While Jake is living a fantasy, a mental image, especially when unreal or fantastic visions, fantasy, power of imagination, pictures of oneself having visions, perception, illusions, fantasy, imaginations to image, daydreams based on desires. When prescription drug stores are closed down, what then? More than 131 million people, 66% of all adults in the United States use prescription drugs. Prescription drugs, health policy, institutional, Georgetown University. Gallup finds nearly 58 million Americans unable to afford their prescription drugs, up 4% from January. Americans taking more prescription drugs than ever. And street drugs, how many Americans you think are taking those, buying drugs from dealers? Yes, 21% of adults in the United States use both alcohol and tobacco, representing approximately 46.2 million adults. And when all these people can't get to their prescription drugs, their street drugs, their alcohol and tobacco, what we have is a ticking time bomb ready to explode. Yes. America is a ticking time bomb ready to explode. We're going to get down to these precepts though. Second Ezra 15, 1 through 12. Behold, speak thou in the ear of my people the words of prophecy. which I will pull in thy mouth, says Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, I will bring pledges upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore says Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. And therefore says Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And this is the modern day Egypt, America. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with pledges as before, and will destroy all their land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with pledges and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. So we looked up slaughter. Slaughter means slay. He said, behold, my people as led as a flock to the slaughter. You know, so like I said, Esau, he get his concealed guns together. When you see them, you know, they got big assault rifles protesting, you know, we're led like, sheep to the slaughter, And slaughter is slay. They will slay us. They will slay the 2/3 ruthlessly, to strike in great numbers, killing of a person, killing of a large number of people. In battle, a butchery, to kill with weapons, overwhelmed with delight, come quickly. So, that's how we're led, to the slaughter. But the Most High said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the pledges of punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. So punishment, look up punishment, roughly handled, to punish, correct. So Yahweh by Yahweh Shai is coming to correct. He's coming to chance him. He's coming to take vengeance for what they did to Yahweh Shai. He's coming to take vengeance for that, and to the souls that cry out. The innocent, the blood crying unto me. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crying unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. So he's coming to inflict a penalty on, cause pain for some offense. They have done offense to inflict heavily damage or loss. So when Yahweh by Yahweh Shai come, he's sending his son Yahweh Shai, and he's going to inflict, heavy damage and loss. Yes, he will. 2nd Ezra 9, 1 through 8. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is in this very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we looked up visits. He said he's going to visit the world which he made. So he's coming to, a personal to comfort or benefit. Come to a person to comfort and benefit. So he's going to come to, to the hopeful elect, the prisoners of hope, the 144 elect coming to, comfort or benefit, But he's also coming to expect, examine. He's coming to, visit, examine, afflict. He's coming to afflict, to go see, come to expect, behold. He's coming to behold. He's coming to notice, observe, pay a call. So he's coming to do all these things, which the world that he made, to expect it. He's coming to examine what's going on. He's coming to afflict, come upon. So we looked up afflict, and it's to cast down. He's coming to cast down. He's coming to damage, harass, torment, overthrow, to strike, to press, to crush, to trouble in body or mind, distress. Yes. He's coming to do all these things when he visits. So don't think when he comes to visit, it's going to be, he's just coming to say hello to us. No, he's coming to afflict, he's coming to examine. He's coming to come to expect, observe. And then he's coming to damage, harass, torment, overthrow, to strike, crush. His visit ain't gonna be too pretty. Then, which he made, okay. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uprising of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spoke it of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So that's us, the prisoners of hope. We believe. Shall be preserved from the said pearls, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So yes. He done sanctified us from the beginning. Ain't that a beautiful thing? Yes. 2nd Ezra 15, 14, and 17. So even before this world was, made, he done sanctified us and made sure, we gonna get through, So all you gotta do is press on, brother. Press on, sister. (14 through 17). Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw it near, and one people now, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So we looked up sedition. And sedition means rebellion, uprising, revoke, to overthrow civil authority, violence, strife between factions, disorder, civil or religion disorder, riot, strife, rebelliousness against authority, a going apart, separation, rebellious against lawful government. So that's what's going on right now. They're protesting. People are speaking out. And in a minute it's gonna, get real. But President Trump, he trying to calm them down. Yeah, we finna open back up America. You know what I'm saying? But when they say peaceful words, that's when war is in their mind. So he's just doing that to cover something up. We know not to believe nothing he says. So we looked up invasion. So they say gonna be people invading among men and invading one another. So they're gonna be invading one another. Enter into a hostile manner. They're going to be entering into your house with a hostile manner. Get into, enter violently, assault, attack on, penetrate into as an enemy. Until as an enemy. So he gonna penetrate unto as an enemy, make an attack on, regard. So all them is invading. So they gonna be invading one another. They gonna be entering violently. They gonna assault each other, attack. Enter in a hostile manner. So then what else? Yeah. Invade one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So the mayors and the governors, they're not going to regard none of them. They're not going to consider the mayor or the governor, observe a certain respect towards. They're not going to, show a certain respect towards the mayor or the governor or the police. Respect, they ain't going to respect nobody. Favor, they ain't gonna take favor to that's my favorite meal. Nah. Take notice, they ain't gonna take notice to, he's the governor. They ain't gonna give a fuck. Heed or consideration. They ain't gonna do none of these things. It's gonna be all out war, And for you women that don't, you at your ease right now, but you won't really need a man in them times, And some of y'all gonna have some mans and they ain't gonna be able to do nothing for you, because I see a whole bunch of these, women, they be walking around here with them tender lenders, them sweet boys, them sugar shacks. They gonna run right over them. They gonna kill them real fast. So they ain't gonna have a chance, Only the right person to be with is a man of the Lord, the man of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. And if you're not with them, with one of the chosen elect, the prisoners of hope, you're done for. You're not covered with a hedge of protection. 2 Ezra 6:22 through 24. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And we seeing that now, we going in the smart finals and all that, They got a full little stock, but soon when the truck drivers are quitting, so the truck drivers is tired of driving. So when they ain't bringing that food in no more, them storehouses gonna be empty. They can make a good show of it, show pictures. Yeah, we still have full, shelves here, but we know, excuse me. But we know they are emptying out. Every piece of money people get, that they spending it. Even me with my tools and fuels, I'm hitting the stove here and there. Yes. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So it ain't gonna be no more partner. Oh, that's my friend. Friends gonna fight against each other like enemies. And I can truly say that I don't have no friends right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust man, nickel. I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't even trust my kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. So, enemies, you know what I'm saying? So I know I'm gonna have to fight too, if he say friends, it's the people that think I'm their friend or something, or just because, I have a good, cool, personality, and I don't mind sharing here and there, but I know in my mind that you were 2/3 and you really ain't my friend, you know what I'm saying? You my enemy. You my enemy, So don't be thinking that these 2/3 is your friends, They say friends, so even your brothers in the camp, you know what I'm saying? Y'all friends, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna fight against each other. Then, if the Most High say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. He didn't say, but the prophets, and if they be friends, they ain't gonna fight against each other. No, he said, and in that time, friends fight one against another like enemies. So you gotta watch your friends. You gotta look at them with a scarce eye now. Because one day you might have to chunk them with them. Yeah, you might have to get him up with him. You might have to bust his head. Yes. Mm-hmm. Fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The spring of the fountain shall stand still, and in their honor, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And I didn't have a few, so-called friends, in the world. So, they might thinking I'm still their partner or something, I might have to get them up, chunk them, you know what I'm saying? I have to fight some, Think I done turned on them because I'm in this word, and I ain't with them, and he ain't know. He think he's something special or somebody. So I didn't probably have some good, no good friends, but I probably had some fake friends out there, that I might have to chunk them with. 2 Ezra 16:8. The mighty Yahweh by Yahweh Shai send the pledges, and who is he that can drive them away? So we looked up away, without delay. who can drive me without delay? Who gonna stop the Most High from the pledges, from their path, from the course of travel, course of life, spiritual choice, move. So who gonna drive them, from the path? Nobody. From the course of life? Nobody. 2nd Ezra 16:18-22. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and the great death, the beginning of wars, and power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do? These days shall come. Behold, famine and pledges, tribulations and anguish are sent as scorches from amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scorches. So even though the Most High is sending all these things to the earth, they still gonna be in wickedness. Jake still want Jordans, Esau still wanna, do what he wanna do. Behold, victuals shall be sold for cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. So these victuals, these foods, 99-cent store, you can get all type of goodies there, for $1 a holler, So everybody think it's still good upon the earth. Behold, yes, to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So they said, the beginning of great sorrows, or the beginning of sorrows and mourning. So we looked up that sorrow and mourning. Grief, regret, trouble, care, pains, to worry, be sick, So all of them is sorrows. And that's what's upon this earth. Mourning. So to mourn is to feel or express sorrow. A whole bunch of people feeling and expressing sorrow for losing their jobs. Grief or regret, long after, to mourn, and Jake, he should be the last one, be ready to go back to work, Donald Trump talking about, we're gonna open back up America, so Jake, he gonna want to run back to work. He don't want to take this rest. He think he gonna run and get everything back together. Everything back to normal. Ain't no more normal. To remember acts of lambing, to shout, cry, to weep, moan, and that's what they doing out here. They crying, they moaning. Yes. Yeah, they want America still to last, But the prophets, the hopeful, the prisoners of hope wanted to go down, Don't open back up America. Let it go down, Let the prophecy keep on rolling in, But we can get the fuck on out of here. Yes, we do. 2nd Ezra 16:37-40. Behold, the pledges draw now and are not slack, as when a woman with child is nine months bringing forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pain compasses her, And I hope you notice that, when it said, and when a woman with child in the 9 months bring forth her son, you know, because the man means something, a male means something, he didn't say daughter, he said bring forth a son. I just want to put that out there. Hour of her birth, great pains compass her wounds, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So just keep in mind that word slack. Even so shall not the pledges be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, the sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my words, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Yes. So we're gonna have to become pilgrims upon this earth. So don't get comfortable where you're at. Don't be like, oh, I got all the food I need. I'm cool in the game right now, partner. Nah. You're gonna have to be pilgrims on this earth. We're gonna have to be living from here to there, camping out here, camping out there. Until Yahweh shall come and get us and say, come on to the chariots, I'm finna burn America down, we're gonna have to go through some shit, It ain't gonna be no cakewalk. It ain't gonna be easy being a pilgrim on this earth, Not in this wicked world. Jake, he gonna be doing too much. He gonna be chipped up, and he gonna think he got it better than us, He gonna turn on us, because he got the chip, Jake a asshole, He's gonna, so don't think you gonna go back to your regular job. It ain't gonna be none of that, We're gonna have to live with pilgrims, So slack, he said, they're not gonna be slack. So slack means remiss, lacks, character by lack of energy, sluggish. So none of these are coming that way. Slow, gentle, easy, not light, quiet period. It won't be no quiet period. They're going to be coming one after another, So while we being pilgrims on this earth, believe me, it ain't going to be like, we just going to be sitting up here. We're going to have to go through trial, tribulation, affliction, all type of things before we get on that chariot. Remiss, weak, devolving, slacking, to forget, pardon. So this slack, he ain't gonna pardon nothing. Send back, remit, allow to remain